Hey guys, this is Abhishek from Technics Media, and today we are going to do a quick comparison of an iPhone 5 and HTC One. HTC has recently launched and they have announced this particular device at Mobile World Congress recently, and this device is going to come in India in April, and this is a very promising device in terms of the build quality. It feels quite premium, as you can see. It is a full metal phone. You have an aluminum back just like you see on iPhone 5, as you can see. So in terms of the build quality, both of these devices are equally good in terms of the premiumness, in terms of the quality of material which has been used while manufacturing these devices. If we take a look over other things, on the thickness, the HTC One is around 4mm thick, whereas iPhone 5 is a little bit more thinner, but it has got a curvy design and it has got a squarish design, as you can see. If we talk about the camera, the iPhone 5 have actually the 8 megapixel camera with LED flash, and whereas the HTC One has got an ultra pixel camera, which actually means that it has two 4 megapixel sensors inside this camera, which makes it 8.1 megapixel camera again. The sensor size is 1/3, which is almost the same which you see on other phones like iPhone 5 and others. And if we talk about the quality of photos, as per HTC claims, the quality of photos which you will get with the HTC One will be better in terms of the overall light which is going to be captured from the camera, because it is a wide angle camera and it is going to capture much more pixels. As per them, it is going to capture 300% more light when it comes to taking photos in low light, and in normal lighting both of these devices will perform pretty good. So we will give you a comparison in terms of the photo quality of the both of these phones in low light in a separate video. You can watch that video by clicking the annotation link on the video right now. If we talk about the build quality of iPhone 5 is pretty nice in terms of the overall build quality. As you can see, it is again an aluminum phone, but it is made up of aluminum and glass, whereas here if we see, it is again made up of aluminum and glass, but there is a difference. You don't have a speaker over here, but HTC has followed a very different design. They have actually given two speaker grills on the top and at the bottom, as you can see, and this is how they are going to give you much better sound. Even if you are sitting in a noisy environment, you can actually listen sound because of the dual speakers which are over here and here. It will give you much higher sound in terms of the loudness, and we have actually tested it with iPhone 5, and we find that the loudness from HTC One is far more high as compared to an iPhone 5, because the iPhone 5 speakers are over here. So whenever you hold the phone like this, you tend to block the speakers. Here we are the display. So here we have the display of both of these phones, although they don't have the same wallpaper as of now, as you can see, but you can compare the display to some extent. If I take the camera closer to the HTC One, let me just get rid of this reflection. If I show these phones, both of them one by one, this is how the display looks like on HTC One. It is pretty nice in terms of the overall formation of pixels. The pixels, I cannot notice any kind of pixelation on this screen. Talk about the iPhone 5, you also get a pretty good display on iPhone 5 as well, which is crisp and clear. In terms of the overall form factor, the iPhone 5 is much more portable when you carry it hand because of the less width display. The display width is less in case of iPhone 5, so it fits much more easily in hand. Although with an HTC One, you can actually make this phone fit your hand very easily because of the curvy design. You have a very nice curvy design at the back side of the HTC One. This device comes in two colors. One is the silver color, which we have right now, and you do have a black slate color as well for this device. So in terms of the overall display, in terms of the overall form factor, both of these phones are pretty good. In terms of the overall processing power, the HTC One has got 1.7 GHz quad-core processor, which is a Snapdragon 600 chip, which is the latest chip we have. If we talk about the other things, if we talk about some of the camera features, HTC One has got some amazing camera features like HTC Zoe, which allows you to take photos in high bus mode basically whenever you want to capture a photo, whereas in iPhone 5 you don't have those features. You can actually have some of those similar features but not to that level with some apps. If you want to launch Google now, you have to press and hold the home button on HTC One, and then it will launch Google now. And if we talk about the keyboard over here, you have a very nice keyboard and the keys are quite big in size. The display of this phone is 4.7 inch and it is a high definition display, which is again pretty nice. The pixel density of this display is pretty high, that is 468, much higher than iPhone 5 actually in terms of the display, and the quality of the display is again quite good as well. Okay, that's all from us regarding the quick comparison of iPhone 5 with HTC One. Both of these are good premium looking smartphones which you can buy. Both of these are going to come at the so HTC One is still going to be announced. iPhone 5 comes at a price of around 45,500 rupees as of now, and HTC One will be near to that basically. And if you want to choose in between both of these devices, make sure that if you love iOS, then you can go for an iPhone 5. If you love Android, then you can go for HTC One. If I talk about the build quality, in terms of the build quality, both of these phones are pretty good. You have the aluminum back on both of these phones. Although HTC One looks much more sturdy in terms of the build quality, it is much more solid. It feels like much more solid in hand and sturdy, whereas an iPhone 5 feels much lighter. In terms of the weight, if we talk about both of these devices, in terms of the weight, if I compare, iPhone 5 is pretty lighter basically. There's a little difference in terms of the weight. iPhone 5 is a little bit lighter as compared to HTC One, but HTC One on the other hand feels much more solid in hands because of the amazing build quality, and it has actually followed the same design just like an iPhone 5 to some extent, not exactly, because it is complete metal phone and you have some rubber padding where they have actually placed the antennas. Here is the antenna on this here and here. If we talk, we have actually done a hands-on review as well. If you want to see a detailed hands-on review of this one, you can click on the annotation link below and see that video. That's all from us right now regarding the quick comparison of iPhone 5 and HTC One. Stay tuned for more videos. Do like this video if this video helped you, and do let us know if you have any questions related to these devices. Thanks for watching this video. This is Abhishek signing off. Thank you.